I used to live life, as many do, where you kind of feel like you're out of control. You know what I mean? Everything in life's going to throw at you everything that it possibly can to throw you off of your game. You know, you're going to be having a great day and all of a sudden you get a flat tire. You're going to be having an amazing career, you feel like, and the next thing you know, you're getting laid off, you know? So these things in life just happen sometimes that are completely out of our control. And if you take a back seat to that and you allow these things that life throws at you to dictate the outcomes of your emotions and the way that your life goes, guys, you feel powerless. You don't have the control over that. You can't plan for that. And so for me personally, I try not to live in that space. I try to live in a very proactive role. I try to basically just expect that something bad is going to happen so that I'm always kind of prepared for it in some way or another. And I just call it doing smart business, to be honest with you. You know, I think a lot of people are realizing that right now over the last 2 years where the housing market, for example, people that were newer, that just got into real estate, for those of you guys that have been in the game longer prior to that, you're probably smarter than that. I'm seeing those people, you know, kind of shrug it off like, yep, this is just the way it goes. I'm seeing a lot of the newer people that got into the business in the last year or two that had a warped sense of reality of what being in real estate really is like with an up market and a down market. They're kind of in that hangover phase right now. It's a little cumbersome for a lot of them, and I've been seeing it. So again, I wanted to drop you guys with the tool that works really well for me, and that's where I have the ability to take a lot of negative and a lot of negative situations, and I redirect that and I turn that into massive action. You know, when things happen like that or like negative outcomes come, I'm not one of those people that sit back and say, well, it is what it is. It's out of my control. I can't do anything about it. Let's just ride it out and see what happens. I basically take very proactive role. So every time something negative in my life happens to me or something that's out of my control that does happen in a negative way that impacts me, one of the first things that I basically do is I will just sit there for 5 or 10 minutes when something happens and I will think about it. I don't think about it in the fact of, oh my gosh, this is so negative for me. You know, my life's over, my life's ruined. What I do is I sit down and I contemplate it in a way of what possible outcomes do I have to go from here, right?